What's the reason behind your Reddit profile name? I don't want anybody to know. I can never remember what day it is. Dude. I don't know. All the time. I am indecisive. I'm a left-handed Canadian. Sorry, it's not that interesting. My normal username I like to use was taken. Keep the change, you_filthy_animal. It's my fantasy roller derby name. If you ever forget to use salt, pepper and garlic in your meals, I will be thoroughly disappointed. I ate a cockroach as a kid. Kids are fluffing stupid. I threw up in my helmet during a football practice. It was a dumb choice to make versus just barfing on the ground. Even though I washed it out many times, it always had that faint smell of barf. I got made fun of and the nickname Barf Helmet stuck. Acceptable_bread was taken. My name is Jeff. Old lady next door heard Jet. She calls me Jet now. Just wanted everyone to know I'm a real boy. And #X200B, my kids were about 2, 4, 6 and started playing Minecraft. They wanted me to play with them, so they saved up their Christmas money to get another license and made me an account and called it Superdad. They got a bit older and started playing League of Legends and Superdad was taken, so we added another U. It has stuck ever since. As per corny as my name is, I wear it as a badge of pride now, that my kids actually want me in their lives. I hope that never changes. I crochet and the double entendre is fun on Reddit. Had egg with spaghetti, tasted pretty good. To clear things up, I was simply eating spaghetti. It was a small portion so I wanted more. My mum made scrambled eggs for me. I twirled my fork around the spaghetti and stuck a fat piece of egg on it and ate it. I needed a username in order to use Reddit. My name's Moritz and I like Latin. So I just took the Latin phrase, memento mori, and combined it with my name. I'm a smartass. I use it everywhere because it is never taken. I'm a C# programmer. C# is also DB. Yay jokes. I like nuns and steamed buns. The username I wanted was taken and Reddit suggested this. I did it to honor the Treaty of Versailles. Well, you know. I am looking you all you, Summerrandom boy you, Summerrandom boy you, Summerrandom boy. Boba Fett is my favorite Star Wars character and I was born on May the 4th. But I suck at spelling. It's pretty self-explanatory. A flock of seagulls, I love New Wave, Thai seagull. I also love Lo-Fi, a flock of Thai seagulls. I like nipples. Preferably the left one. I'm well versed in bird law. This is my username for everything. First of all, it came from my father. He enrolled me in a Minecraft modding course and I needed to create a Minecraft account. It ended up as Moddermax. Modding plus my name. My dad died 4 years ago and this username is my reminder of him. I like raccoons. My name is Nick. I'm a big guy. I operate machinery that digs trenches, mostly for internet cabling, for a living. It was a something written in chat in a game of TF2 which made me lose my garbage. I'm uncreative as fluff. I played Fable. Ratatouille 2. Yee. Back in 8th grade, I started writing a horrifically bad fantasy game in a program called RPG Maker 2000. Unfortunately, writer's block struck me almost immediately, and I was wholly unable to invent a name for my main character. I knew that I wanted it to be something like Lancelot the Bold, but everything that I came up with felt either too lame or too derivative. Finally, as a placeholder, I just wrote in Ramses the Pigeon. I don't know where that came from, exactly, but I suspect that my brain likened the term feral rock dove, which is what standard pigeons are called, with pharaoh rock dove. Anyway, at first, I absolutely hated the name and everything about it. It seemed to infect everything I did, turning what I'd hoped would be works of high fantasy into farcical pieces of absurd satire. Somewhere along the line, though, the feeling of it started to grow on me, and my friend Mike, who was making a game of his own, signed Ramses Lives in my yearbook at the end of our freshman year of high school, which cemented things. Before long, I was Ramses the Pigeon in every medium. It was my go-to screen name, my alias, and my nom de plume. That was almost 20 years ago. The name is all but indelibly linked with my real identity nowadays. There have been people in the offline world who have called me Ramses. Significant others have used Pigeon as a pet name for me. Whenever someone credits me for something, there's a good chance that I'll go by my handle in addition to my given name. I even have a theme song and business coins in the shape of my logo. Once hating the name, I now think that it's pretty cool. TLDR, thank you for subscribing to Pigeon Facts. This is not my serious account, except it might be. I just look for awesome words to add together every time I make a new account. Ain't no one got time to think about Reddit usernames. I'm fat. Reasons. I'm a music nerd. It's a portmanteau of Aerosmith and Dire Straits. I like the feeling my mouth being stabbed. You see. I have self-issues. I hacked an old, abandoned account and made it my own. The original password was, you guessed it, password. I didn't change it for a few months to see if this could be a gimmicky community account, but eventually decided I wanted to keep it. John Frusciante. It's my name _boy. My wife's old phone, slider dumbphone with T9 texting, corrected Avery to Budsy one time. We decided Budsy would be a cute name to use for a baby before it's born, instead of the usual Peanut, or what have you. When she got pregnant a few years later, we were having twins, so we needed a name for the other one. They became Budsy and Gus. I figured it was a username I would never have to add a string of nonsense to, so I kept it. The twins are 6 years old now. I delete my account semi-regularly. And every time I name it after something on my desk, and I was just about to head to a friend's house for a couple of drinks. My butt is metal and shiny. It was midnight and I wanted to create a new account but wasn't sure of a good name. Then suddenly I smell coffee and I feel like drinking it even though it's midnight, and ta-da. Tanquasant 123 was already taken, so I had to settle for this one. I travel the stars and save the universe from the dreaded girls. It's the same one I've used for over a decade, ever since RuneScape. Randomly generated username so that it couldn't be traced back to any online profiles linked to my real identity. This is my username on everything. I did it when it was cool in 2016. I regret choosing to have the 4x in there. The modern Irish version of Morrigan, but with I instead of I. Goddess of war, fate, and death. Called the Phantom Queen. Shape shifts into a crow. I'm a goth girl that loves crows. So I felt like it fit. It is a very obscure allusion to my job. When the meme was poppin'. Nothing in particular, why do you ask? I write romance novels under the name Hazel Redgate. Redgate, Porta Rosa. I didn't know what Phase 2 was. That one Black Friday South Park episode. I struggled pretty hard with finding who I am for a while. Realized there is no solid version of me, or anyone. We're a different person every day depending on what we do with that day. There's certain core morals and values that are constant, everything else is an evolving mind adapting and learning with each day's new challenges. I forgot my password. 1,320 feet is a 1/4 mile, and fastback refers to my 1968 Mustang Fastback I used to drag race at Carlsbad Raceway, CA when I was younger. Carlsbad Raceway is now long gone, but I still have the car. The A-10 is a cool plane. The gun goes BRRRRRRRRRT. Some people are named Bert. I am not, but by combining these three elements I can make a jab at the people who identify as an attack helicopter. I think it's barbaric that people don't have the right to die. I think it's strange that in all of the world, in all of history, people birthing is unregulated and encouraged, but being able to choose how, when to leave is taboo, officially, and officially illegal, and unavailable. Bodily autonomy and the right to life would imply that, in a truly free society where you are not simply property, you would have the right to die. I just don't like looking at myself shirtless in front of the mirror. I spent quite a bit of time as a child roaming around the yard pretending to be a dinosaur. Oh, and I like cats too. Behold. But I like what I like. Istanbul was Constantinople. Now it's Istanbul, not Constantinople. Been a long time gone, oh Constantinople. Now it's a Turkish delight on a moonlit night. Every gal in Constantinople lives in Istanbul, not Constantinople. So if you've a date in Constantinople, she'll be waiting in Istanbul. Even old New Work was once New Amsterdam. Why they changed it I can't say, people just liked it better that way. I was a 20-something train wreck. We were standing in the doorway of my busted, empty apartment. I was crying, I don't remember about what, and my now husband said, "I'm sorry, beautiful." Quote. M. Muthshi, INZ, Zoidberga, do I need to say it? I am a fluffing retard. Sounds from a Greek song that are not la 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 or nanana. My favorite conspiracy theory is the one involving the government drugging people to try and control their minds, also known as MK Ultra.